Alright, today I'm going to show you how to do practice test 6, passage 2. So the first step is always to read the blurb. So adapted from, okay, and it's about public trust in the news. Okay, so I know this is about social science. And then the next step is to read the question and identify the question type. So main purpose of the passage, this is definitely a global. Okay, the next one is to identify the evidence. So this is definitely an inference explicit. This is definitely a vocab. The author most likely include the quotations too. Okay, so using the quotation to achieve a certain effect. So this is actually a rhetoric question. Question 16, indicate, okay, should avoid, indicate, okay, so I know this will be an inference, explicit. So whenever you see indicate, 90% of the time, it will be inference explicit. Okay, the next question, and then they ask you to find the evidence, so definitely. Next is a vocab, and all these are based on the diagram, the table, or the graph. I'll just call all of them graph. Okay, the trick is some students just think that, oh, graph, so I have to relate it to whatever is in the passage. No, but the beauty of graph is usually you can just look at the graph and the graph should tell you its own story, should tell its story. You, in fact, don't have to read the passage or refer to any parts of the passage most of the time. Of course, there are some exceptions, okay? Next time we'll see some other exceptions. So let's go to the passage. So we'll look at the first question, the main purpose of the passage. Okay, we'll get this, we'll probably leave this question to the end. So let's start with question 12. All right, so question 12 is talking about which expectation do traditional authorities now face? So the keywords will be expectation, traditional authorities. Okay, so let's go back here and see where we can find the answer. Okay, so let's find the word authority because it's an inference explicit, or we find the synonym. Okay, so find the word authoritative or its synonym. So authority, traditional authorities, okay, and expectations. So find traditional, find authority. Okay, so you should be able to identify it around here, around line 30. Okay, so historically, okay, such a more trusted and conventional wisdom. Oopsie. So the word traditional, not traditional. Traditional, yes, okay, synonym is conventional and also historically. Okay, so probably we can find our answer here. What do they now face? Okay. I think the answer will be here, whereby there has been a reluctance to articles. Okay, so question 12. Our answer will be here, and then we go back to the passage. Uninfluenced by commercial consideration, not mentioned. Should be committed to bring about positive social change. Committed to, not mentioned. They should be respectful, not mentioned. They should be transparent about their beliefs and assumptions. So is it mentioned here? Transparent about their belief, traditional sources. Okay, transparent is explicit of their beliefs, its value. So yes, question 12 is the answer. Synonyms, yeah. Okay, question 13. So we know where we found our answer. It was around line 30-ish, right, onwards. So it's this one. Very easy. Okay, question line 24, common. Line 24. Okay, need to backtrack a little bit. Common agreement. All right, let's read from the beginning. I mean, not beginning, beginning of this paragraph. The production, circulation, and reception of is a complex process. It's generally accepted that public knowledge should be authoritative, but there is not always common agreement about what the public needs. Okay, I think this one is quite understandable what common means. So I can replace it with numerous, familiar, widespread, or ordinary. Numerous, definitely not. What else? Common agreement, familiar agreement, not really. Widespread agreement, I would say, is this one. Definitely not ordinary. Okay, question 15. Line 43 to 53 included a quotation. 43 to 53. Oh, it's here. Okay, so this is question 15. Okay, so for this rhetoric, why did the author included this? Take a look at the source. Okay, so it's in the past. Firstly, because this is published in 2009. And also it's from broadcast journalist, online news editor. So these are professionals in their field. Okay, and they are the representatives of the field. So let's go back to the question. Contradictory examples. Okay, is it contradictory? Let's take a look. Okay, by dumbing down through a popularity contest of stories. Okay, so here we can see what these quotations are for. Not surprisingly, perhaps some news journalists feel uneasy about this renegotiation of their authority. So contradictory, maybe, perhaps, not surprising, perhaps. Renegotiating of their authority. Okay, oh, but they are not examples, okay? They are not examples because these are quotations of the opposing view. Okay, so cite representative opinions, yeah. Like I said, so this is a more likely criticize typical, okay? They are not there to criticize. Suggest, definitely not to suggest, okay? So B. And also knowing all of these verbs are very important to help you choose the answer. Okay, so it's definitely not to criticize and suggest. Okay, question 16. The authors indicate that the public is coming to believe that journalists' reports should avoid. Okay, so what should they avoid? Let's go back to the passage. This is question 16. So we know it should be below question 15. Okay, blah, 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 blah. The answer should be around here. There is a growing feeling as expressed by several of our focus group participants that the news media should be informative rather than authoritative. Okay, so they should avoid the job of the journalist should be. Oh, okay, so remember the question was what do people believe that the journalist's report should avoid? Okay, so they should to give news as raw, so probably avoid adding extra information to the news, okay, without putting, okay, so they should avoid putting their slant on it. Oh, got it. So avoid personal judgment, yeah. Avoid more information, definitely not. They won't avoid more information than absolutely necessary, right? This is not what they are saying. Quotations, they didn't talk about this. Details, okay, not really. Okay, the next question is the evidence, so we can just go here. This is question 16, around line 70. Here. Okay, raw, line 74. See, just right below 70. So line 74. present the news raw. Okay, that means don't add anything to it. I think this is 18, right? Okay, so let's go back. Unfiltered, oh, that's it. Exposed, no. Harsh, definitely not. Inexperienced, definitely wrong. Okay, based on the table, which year were people the most trusting? Trusting, let's go and find the word trusting. Most trusting, do we see the word trusting? Okay, most likely it is the most related to get facts right. And perhaps I want this to be high and I want this to be low. Okay, the highest is this one, the lowest is this one. So yeah, 1985 I would say. Okay, best support. Oh, which statement is best supported by information? Okay, so just for this question, find which one is true, which one is false, or maybe the information is not given. Between 1985 and 2011, the proportion of inaccuracy rose dramatically. Yeah, this one rose dramatically. It's actually quite subjective. So let's see. Proportion of inaccurate news. So we are going to look at the inaccurate news. So here, rose. It did rise. Okay, about twice. So perhaps we'll see. Okay, this one will just KIV, keep in view. 1992, 2003, proportion believed that biased almost doubled. So, biased tended to one side. Okay, this two almost doubled. But not for this one. So I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe then B is not so, yeah, I would say it's not so accurate. Maybe not. C, 2003, 2007, people's view of the accuracy, independence, and fairness of news changed very little. Accuracy, independence, and fairness. Accuracy, independence, and fairness. Oh my god, that is a lot to remember. Oh, what's wrong with all these lines? Okay, let's see. Accuracy, independence, and fairness. Fairness, I would say this one. Changed very little. Okay, 2003 and 2007. This is true. Oh, okay. So I would say C is the most accurate one. Okay, so I'll choose C. Last one, 2011 in the table. Best serve as evidence of 2011. What happened? So this column. Okay, so we can see that this one is the highest, this one is the lowest. So many people think that the news did not get the facts right, and they are often inaccurate. Well, they have very low trust. Independent, not independent at all. Okay, that means they perhaps are biased actually. So you can see that they are tended to one side and they are not fair. Influenced by powerful organizations. That is very true for a lot of news agencies right now. Okay, so I would say the answer is political disengagement pilot, not A for sure. Professional claims of experts, what? Not information. Skepticism, yes, correct. Supremacy, not really. Okay, and that's it, and I'll see you the next video. Bye bye.